Rise and shine in Franklin County this morning, and I'm Joyce Gordon, your host, and we have some exciting guests in the studio this morning. These lovely ladies over here, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. One's got on a piece of jewelry she may not leave with. It is absolutely gorgeous. But I'm going to introduce the ladies and let them tell you who they are and what we're going to talk about this morning.
Good morning. I'm Marlene Groth, and I am a member of Bald Knob Artists, and we're here to tell you about our club and show coming up, which we're very excited about. And I'll begin by telling you that Bald Knob Artists is a club for anyone that's interested in art. You don't just have to paint. And we also receive a grant to encourage young people to for visual arts and to be actively involved and to participate and to show their art. So we're very excited to be here this morning.
And then we have another lady over here all dressed in purple with a gorgeous necklace on. Tell us who you are.
I'm Carol Yop, and I do a lot of the outside events for Bald Knob Artists, art shows and such. And I think it's a great addition to the county that not enough people know about.
That's right. And this is one thing we do here to let people in Franklin County find out what's here, what's going on. I was just saying to Marlene, I have learned so much doing this job about things that are here that people don't know that are available.
That's right.
So this is marvelous. My daughter, now this has been years ago, and it's not probably like you all paint, but she used to paint with Bob Ross. And I took her down to Charlotte, North Carolina to paint with Bob Ross when she was 12 years old. So I thought that was a great opportunity for her. But you all have some pretty paintings that we're going to show here in a few minutes. But you have an exciting event coming up in September.
We do.
So who wants to start and tell us about this?
Our president, Ruth Cook, this has been a dream of hers for quite a while, but because of COVID, she had to postpone it. And so she has a grant she's working with, and this is an open art show, open to everyone in Franklin County. You don't have to be a member, and it includes all ages, starting with high school kids all the way up. And there's different categories and different media, like we have oils, acrylics, watercolors, mixed media, and we also have three-dimensional art. If you do wood carvings or you do glass work or pottery, that's all included in this show.
Oh,
so this is a great opportunity, but the cutoff date, I think, is about September the 6th.
That's correct. And our date for our upcoming show is September the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Okay, and this is going to be at the Rocky Mount United Methodist Church at 35 North Main Street in Rocky Mount. And I'm looking here, I'm reading because all this is new to me, but I always say location, location, and what time and where am I supposed to be. So this, like again, is going to be at the Rocky Mount United Methodist Church, September 16th, 17th, and 18th. And I was asking Marlene this morning, I have a friend, Suzanne Ross, and she's going to be there doing, tell us about what Suzanne's going to be doing.
Suzanne's going to be doing quick sketches of portraits of people, which I think are marvelous. I've had one done. I think Carol's had one done too. And you sit there and Suzanne can look at you and just capture you with these lines and colors, and you will love what she does. And she's very talented, and it's just lots of fun to see what you look like when somebody paints you.
We also try to have her at all of our art shows, including the one we do at Trinity Church the Saturday before Mother's Day. This will be our 5th or 6th year for doing that show. She's always there. And we also will be having a show December 3rd at the Depot. And she will also she's usually there, and we have several guest artists that will be there, including Roger Handy, our famous Franklin County guy from the Lost and Found. They spent 20 years traveling over the United States, and they went to Europe. He has a very, very noticeable, famous voice, and he's going to be there. He started painting a couple of years ago.
Oh, cool.
And our other guest will also be George Shoemate, who's a nationally known wildlife artist from Roanoke.
Oh, this is exciting.
So those will be our two guests for that day. Last year was the first year we did it. It was very successful.
Now, are they going to be at this show?
No, they will be at the December 3rd show.
December 3rd. Well, we'll have you back on before then.
Well, I hope so.
Sure.
Well, we also, this show, you can get the forms to enter this show in our September open show on Facebook.
Okay, and so they would go to
They
Ball
can-
Knob Artist?
Yes, we have a Facebook page, and the application forms are on there. And
Okay.
also tells you the cost, which is minimal considering as large as this show is.
Right, and now that deadline is September the 6th to get their application in,
Yes.
correct?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so all right, if you want to enter this show, you've got to go to Ball Knob Artist on Facebook. There's the entry form. It has to be submitted by September the 6th. Now, if you are a non-member, it's $20 for your first entry and $10 for each additional entry, and you can only enter 4. If you are a member of Ball Knob, it's $12 for your first entry and $8 for each additional entry, and that is a limit of 4 also. In youth, high school, it's $10 per entry, and you can enter 2. Now, these ladies brought some gorgeous paintings that we want to share with you this morning. So who wants to be first?
Go
Look at
ahead.
their stuff.
First,
So Marlene's got one here that she said she just did.
Yeah.
This is a picture of her horse.
this is my horse, and most of what I paint is from our farm in Ferrum, and I paint the animals I love. We have horses, donkeys, and 6 dogs, and they end up being the subjects of many of my paintings. And so this is one I just finished.
Beautiful.
And
That just kind of goes so well with the outfit you have on too.
Oh, thank
Love
you.
these colors. Let me hold
Thank
that
you.
one. You want to get
Sure.
another one? Another one?
Yeah.
She's got pictures of her barrels in there while you get
Yeah,
the other
we have
one.
barrel flowers all around the farm, and we have lots of bluebirds and cardinals. So
Aren't these
I had to
goodness
include
gorgeous?
that.
Sure.
We have 2 big dogs, and this is a picture of them. We have 2 Great Pyrenees, and this is a picture of them, Woofy and Bear. And I kind of made a surrealistic, I call it Emerald Mountain background with these 2. They're brothers, and you might say twins, but they do have distinct faces. And they're on our property, up and down the driveway, and guarding all the time. So
Okay.
that's 2 of my favorite boys.
Let's see. We have
And-
one more.
I have one more. This one I finished recently also, and these are my sauntering horses that,
Let's go this way.
okay,
There we go.
here, that I like. I love sunsets, so I happen to paint sunsets a lot, and the horses are on a mission, I guess, and so this is a recent one that I've also done of 4
Very
horses.
beautiful. Very beautiful. And you got that rise and shine sun right there in the background where the horses are out with the
Yes, I
sunrise.
do.
Okay, well they are beautiful. And let's see what else. Okay, now if you need any more information or to send your entries, these need to be mailed. I think we've got an address up there for you. It needs to be mailed by September the 6th to Harriet Matter at 1246 Windy Hill Road, Goodview, Virginia. And if you need more information, 540-890-7039. And so this is so exciting to bring this here to Franklin County. And this is your first, correct?
Yes.
So this is exciting too, that it's your first show. Now, our other lady over here has some pictures that she brought too. Carol, you want to show us what you've got?
Sure. I'm what you call a realist artist, so I see all the detail in a painting, and that's why they look more like photographs.
Let's see, can we get it up here so
And,
everybody can see it?
Do this one. I call this love-hate relationship because squirrels sometimes in our lives cause us to have a love-hate relationship with them, especially when they start attacking our bird feeders and eating all the bird seed. But I've been painting for about 55 or 60 years, and I retired from General Electric, and I've sold a lot of art over there and did a lot of landscapes on Mayberry's Mill. And I just decided with their traveling across the United States and seeing so much wildlife that I wanted to switch entirely to wildlife. So
That is beautiful, the detail of the face, the eyes, the nose, around the nose and the
Yeah.
whiskers. It's just,
well, they're pesky
Beautiful.
little boogers, but they are kind of
oh, I
cute.
have some too, hanging upside
Yes,
down
everybody
in my bird
does.
feeder. Yep.
And I do a lot of owls because they have such interesting faces. And this is a saw-whet owl, which was, I do a lot of endangered species. He was endangered for many, many years, but they've just taken him recently, I believe, off the endangered list.
Who? Joe, sorry.
And, you know, he's just got such a cute little face. He's a little bitty thing. And, but predator birds, owls included in all predator birds. The main thing that I like to do are things like this big eagle painting down here. I called it a higher call. And
Oh, beautiful.
he's one of the largest of our predator birds. That, of course, he's our national emblem in our country, but he's also a very popular thing to paint because a lot of people love eagles. So,
Well, here in Franklin County, we're eagles. I mean, how
yes,
appropriate.
and we see eagles here, and we also see a lot of eagles at the lake because they're great fishermen.
I know there's been some birds that's been flying around over my friends' little dogs, and I can't remember what the name of those are, but they just like to have them for lunch, and they don't want them to have them for lunch.
No.
Well, this artwork is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so jealous. I do some things, but I can't paint. But I can draw on a cake. I can't paint on a piece of paper or an easel.
Well,
but
there's
I
a lot
can-
of different kinds of art forms. So.
True. This is true. So again, this is going to be. Now, how did you come up with the name Bald Knob Artist? Do you know?
Yes, because the Bald Knob is behind the high school over here in Franklin County.
Appropriate. Now, see, people probably in Franklin County didn't even know that. So this is the Bald Knob Artist Show that's coming up September 16th, 17th, and 18th at the Rocky Mount United Methodist Church. And that is at 35 North Main Street. Now, if you're going to enter a piece of artwork, it must be ready to hang with your wires attached. Dimensions must not exceed 50 by 36. That's a big painting. That is big. Is that big? Is that about that big?
Oh, it's
maybe?
bigger than that.
Bigger than that. Okay, well, it cannot exceed 50 by 36 inches, including the frame. 3D works must not exceed, and they were saying you can have sculptures,
Yes.
pottery. Now, will they be judged separately?
They're
in
all
the
separately.
categories?
They're different categories.
Okay, good deal. All right, an index card with your title, artist name, medium, and price, if desired, must be attached to the back of each work. And the Bald Knob reserves the right to refuse any work of art deemed objectionable. Now, so something popped in my head when I was reading that. So they can sell them there. So if you have artwork that it can be purchased, or someone could
Yes.
purchase the paintings.
Yes.
Well, that's good to
The
know.
people who want to sell it can put a price on it.
Okay, so they would put a little piece on the bottom saying,
Well, we will have special tags to hang on them
okay.
for the show. So
Okay.
when you bring your art in
Now, this is something.
and we receive it, we'll let you fill out what you want on it.
Okay. Now, when the judges, do you have judges, right? It's going to be judging
We
this?
we have a judge for Roanoke, and I'm sorry I don't know her name.
That's okay. And they'll be getting ribbons.
Yes.
Ribbon
Yes.
awards, adult and youth level, first place, second place, third place in each category. If a category has less than 5 entries, a second or third place may not be awarded, and then they will have one best in show.
Yes.
I know years ago my Aunt Wendy sewed beautifully, and she would enter things in the Virginia State Fair. And the christening dress that my children wore was judged best and fair. Everything was made by hand. So that was her artwork, what she could do and use her talent. Okay, this is a lot. Anything else you want to add?
Yes, I do. I would like to say that the art that you see hanging in the big room at Westlake Library that people use for a lot of meetings and children's activities, we're in charge of hanging the art in there, and we change it every month. And also at the main library upstairs in the hallway, that artwork is changed every month.
Yeah.
And also the meeting room, we change it for every season. And most of this artwork is for sale.
And the Franklin Center also?
Yes, the
We
Franklin
also hang
Center.
art at the Franklin Center, and that changes every month. And so there's usually a name attached to the
You know, I
picture.
bet you we could do something in here. If you could use your talents right back here, maybe, and show off
We
some
sure
of your
could.
artwork. That would be fantastic. We'll have to talk to Steve
Well, we
about
have
that.
something brand new for the county. We
Okay.
are working with Daniel Pinard, who's our Cultural Economic Development Fellow.
Okay,
He's
Daniel's
wonderful to work with. And starting in September, we're going to be using the meeting room at the depot for an art gallery.
Oh,
And the things
interesting.
in there will be for sale. And we have an artist that will be there every Saturday morning from about 10 to 1, where you can come in and meet the artists who are hanging there. And other times the room will be open for you. The depot is now open Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 12 to 6. And the artwork will be available for you to look at also during those hours.
Okay, and on Saturdays, what are the hours?
10 to 1.
And to
And
meet some of the
we will have an
artists.
artist there who has work hanging there
Okay.
to meet with you or discuss their personal art background, their artwork.
Okay, and that is at the depot. And then when is
Yes.
that going to start?
We hope it's September to have a soft opening for that.
Okay, well,
Officially, maybe the 1st of October, we will actually have someone there.
okay. Well, we'll get back with you all and find
Sure.
out exactly when these people would know to
Sure.
come. I'm sure that is
You mentioned the
exciting.
monetary award.
I think I use that word so much on here. Everything
Yeah,
is
yeah, you
exciting to
should.
me.
We should.
You should.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other thing that's new this year is we have some monetary awards for the winners of our art show on September 16th. So that's exciting too. We have Best in the Show, I think that will receive the most money, and we have categories that will also receive some monetary awards this year.
Well, you've got People's Choice Award will be announced at the end of the show.
That's
Right.
when people, you'll be able to vote.
Yeah.
When the public comes
When
in
the
to view it, they will
Okay.
be voting for the People's Choice Award.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody wants to know when can we come? So the gallery viewing is on Friday night, September the 16th from 12 to 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 10 to 4 and on Sunday from 12 to 3. And then, like she said, Suzanne Ross will be there doing little portraits. So I'm trying to rack my brain to know where I know Suzanne from. It may be from when
She was a school teacher over here.
Oh,
that
that's
could
right.
be.
Yeah,
She taught
was.
art here for years. Her
yes, she
husband
did.
was president of the bank. She lived here for many, many years.
Well, I haven't seen her in years, but I'm going to come see her. This is exciting.
Well,
I
she
appreciate-
hasn't changed a bit.
Yeah.
She's still witty and charming and
Well, in looking, I was looking through your
Yes.
members here, and I'm like, that struck a new one.
yes,
I may even know more. I didn't get
you
to look
may.
through all
You
of them.
may.
Well, we are so happy to have you all with us this morning, and we're excited, and we will be advertising this for you to let people know what's coming up, and I think this is a wonderful thing to have here in Franklin County.
We're excited to be a part of it.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's exciting to have you here to let us know. Like I said, I've learned so much about what's going on in Franklin County, and we have so much here to offer that people just don't know about.
We really do, and people ought to just attend our meetings just for the feel of it, because the room is full of artists or people who are art lovers. And we have a program we present at every meeting, which is, of course, the first Wednesday of every month at the main library upstairs at 1
Wait a minute.
o'clock.
All right,
Right.
it's the first Wednesday.
Yes, at 1 o'clock upstairs in the big meeting room
Where?
at the main library.
Main library, here in town.
Yes, in town.
I'm going to let we have a digital art teacher at our school, but I'll let Laura know about this.
Well, it's always educational because, you know, people moving into the area hear about it and they come, and they also bring with them talents that we may not have in our group at the present time. So that makes it even more interesting. And that's also how you can find out about the classes that are being taught.
Okay, so Ed, and this is at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, first Wednesday in the month at the main library.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, and I'll bet you Laura would like to even have you all come and talk to her class. I will speak to her about that. That would be,
Sure.
the kids would
Sure.
love that. Or give them, well, we have a program coming up called Careers. I don't know if anybody has addressed you all about talking, but this is for children to decide what they want to do. But this would maybe be a good fit for you all too, to talk about your talents.
We also should tell them what we've been doing most of our life, that this is something that we loved, but not necessarily, we didn't make our livelihood from it
No.
all of our lives. We all had other jobs
I
for
was
years.
a teacher and
Yeah.
got to do this after I retired, so that's wonderful. And the thing about painting is it's so inspirational, whether you learn about wildlife or you learn a story from somebody's past and their passions. And so each picture will either tell a story or relive a passion that somebody wanted to share, and that's why I think art's so wonderful.
It is.
Well, I just think you all are so, the talent that you've shown in these pictures that you painted, it's just, I'm in awe because I can't do it. Well, anything else we want to add before we wind
I
up
think
here?
we covered everything.
I think we covered everything. That's
Okay.
wonderful.
Well, I know, and we're so
We'll just-
happy to have you. I'm just like
We'll
I say,
just
I'm in.
look forward to greet all our
Yes.
visitors that come to our show.
Well,
We can't wait to see them.
But we'll keep announcing it and to let and people. It does help. I mean, people. We'll have like 800 views on Facebook sometime of people looking at the show. So we will keep
That's
it
wonderful.
out there.
It is.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Well, thank you, ladies, for coming. It has been wonderful to meet you, and I look forward to seeing you at the show.
Okay.
Good. We look forward to meeting you at the show.
I'll be there. I want to
Okay.
come. I want to surprise Suzanne because, like I said, I haven't seen her in years. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, and seeing this beautiful talent that these ladies have brought to share with us. And we will be talking more about the Bald Knob Artist Show in September. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time. You did great.
Great.
I hope it came across natural.